Hello everyone, today I want to share with you one of my favorite teaching activities to use in the class. I have adapted this activity to help educators reconnect with what brings them the most happiness in education. If you have not heard of DOTmocracy, you will love it. Basically, you post pieces of paper around a room with different words on each paper. Then you give out a certain amount of dots. I like using these dots, but you can use anything you would like. You can even use bingo dabbers. Now you ask that the dots are distributed onto the papers around the room based on the questions. There's no limitation to how few or many dots you can put on each page. Let me use the Happiness in Education DOTmocracy as an example. When I run workshops, I post 15 pieces of paper with different aspects of teaching on them. For instance, teaching lessons, planning great lessons, making an impact, professional development, etc. Then I hand out 30 red dots to each participant and ask them to place those dots on the aspects of teaching that brought them the most joy when they started teaching. Then we discuss which aspects had the most and least dots and why. Then I give out 30 blue dots and ask the participants to place those dots on the aspects of teaching that brings them the most amount of happiness at this point in their career. Then we spend time comparing the number of dots on each page. Often this leads to many discussions and helps educators realize how some of their focus has shifted throughout their careers. Of all the activities I do, this activity has created the most aha moments for educators. If we do not stop to think about it and reflect, we can often change so slowly over time that we do not realize that we have changed. We can move away from things that brought us into the profession and that help us to love our jobs. Although this activity is very effective in groups, it can also be done independently. I have created a digital version of this activity on Google Slides if you would like to try it. Just go to motivatedyou.com under the Staff Wellness tab. Once you have distributed both your red and blue dots, take time to self-reflect and ask yourself what has changed, and if these changes are helping you find more happiness or are taking away from your happiness in the profession. I've adapted this activity many different ways in the classroom and students love it. Perhaps ask them at the beginning of the year what aspects of school they enjoyed the most in past years and have them post their red dots. Then at the end of the year, repost the DOTmocracy and have them add their blue dots signifying what they enjoyed the most this year. This could generate great discussion around the type of years students had as a whole. I love this activity because you're physically assessing the aspects of education that bring you joy. It gets you thinking about what you've done in the past and what you could do in the future that will keep you passionate or reignite your flame. Try it. You will love it. Thank you for joining us, and remember to strive for happiness in education. You deserve it.